Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my review on episode 7 of season 5 of Game of Thrones. Right, so episode 7, a lot of stuff happened. Again, still traction, still building, I think there's going to be a big fight at the end of this season, I'm hoping so, but again, a lot of plot happened, but it was more political and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go through some points that I really enjoyed. Well, Castle Black, looks like Aemon Targaryen is dead. I'm afraid he's gotten too old, and I assume the winter has taken him, basically, because winter is more or less upon us now. It's constant winter in Winterfell, and the Castle Black is getting worse, and obviously as a result of that, Aemon Targaryen has now died, which is quite emotional really, because he's always been there and everything. He's been obviously at Castle Black for a very long time, and obviously having him now die, especially after Jon's just happened to leave with the wildlings as well, kind of sucks. But yeah. Moving on to Winterfell, Sansa's having the same problems as before. Obviously what we saw at the end of last week has basically been happening to her constantly throughout this week. You can see when she woke up and everything, she was really bruised, really damaged, and she tried to get help from Theon. You know, she tried to basically convince him that he's not Reek, he is Theon. He's Theon Greyjoy, and she wants help. She wants him to take the candle to the top of the tower and light it so that Brienne will come and help her. Now, we honestly thought he was going to do this, but it looks like he went and grassed her up to Ramsay. Once she'd been grassed up to Ramsay, and obviously he found out and everything, they had a little bit of a conversation and everything. She really got under his skin about saying he was a bastard and it's going to be difficult for him to have like a right and all that kind of stuff. And then he showed her the old woman that he'd flayed, basically like a threat to say, you ain't going nowhere, basically, you are mine. And he just did it in his very dickish kind of subtle way, basically. He was with a smile on his face while he was doing it. So yeah, again, I love when Ramsay's on screen because there's always that tension. Of course, marching on Winterfell piece by piece is Stannis' army. They've camped up at the moment. Obviously winter is still getting worse, and the army starts to fall apart and everything. We've had a few people bolt, we've had a few people die, food and rations are running short, and basically it's a bit more of a struggle for him. Now we get Melisandre coming up with a really bad plan. It basically kind of gives us the reason why she wanted his daughter there in the first place. She offers basically saying you should sacrifice her, and I think we've got Stannis being basically, we've been having him play the good guy in this season, definitely, because he basically said get out. I was like, I'm not going to be sacrificing my daughter. Now I don't know whether that will change over the next couple of episodes, but I'm liking this good guy Stannis at the moment. He's basically saying I'll do whatever it takes, but I won't sacrifice my daughter. Maybe he'll sacrifice his wife, don't know. Of course we see Jaime with his daughter, and they have a little bit of a quick argument. Basically she's not happy about being wanted to take him back. She says she's going to stay where she is. So that was quick and it's brief, and he really didn't get to say much before she left. We also saw Bronn in the cells, and then the Sand Snakes in the cells just opposite. She kind of enticed him and everything, basically saying she's a beautiful woman, she got herself naked and everything, and really like got his blood pressure up, and then realising obviously she cut him with the poisonous blade, and obviously getting the blood pressure up obviously ignites that a bit more. She had the antidote on her, which she eventually gave to him, and it's basically just that little bit of chemistry there. Whether it's going to develop, I don't know, but I quite like how they did that there. It was quite good fun to watch. Castle Black, obviously as I've said, Jon's gone. He's gone with the wildlings, he's gone beyond the wall, he's going to try and get many wildlings as he can to help out as best he can. Also we had Sam doing another bit of a heroic thing. There's two guys basically tried to rape Gilly, and he stopped that, or tried to stop it. They beat him up, and then Ghost came out and they ran for the hills. And finally Sam got lucky. Him and Gilly finally got together. It was a really weird will they won't they kind of thing, because obviously he's part of the Night's Watch and he's not meant to do that. But he did, it's happened, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes, whether someone's going to find out and, you know, repercussions and all that kind of stuff. But I was still kind of happy for him. King's Landing, Queen of Thorns, she's again awesome, takes no shit from no one. Her and Peter Baelish have a bit of a conversation and all this kind of stuff, and basically kind of saying we've got to get rid of Cersei is basically what they're going for. So again, it rolls on to what happens later in the episode, and I'm hoping to see that roll further into the end of the series and see what actually happens with Cersei. Daenerys and Tyrion finally meet. That is something, it was quick, it was short, but I was really happy because she was kind of not sure what to do with it. Basically I was in the fighting pits, and she saw Mr. Friendzone, she told him to get out of my sight, and he said, I brought you a gift, and then Tyrion walks out and basically says, yes, I am the gift, I am Tyrion Lannister, it's great to meet you, your grace. And she just kind of looked very confused. I'm looking forward to see what happens with these two. Again, I've been really looking forward to these two finally meeting, which they have, and it's going to roll over into the next episode. I'm looking forward to that. Finally this week, the big thing that happened this week is that Cersei got imprisoned along with everybody else, basically. The High Sparrow was the one that imprisoned her. He basically found out that she'd been sleeping with her nephew. I don't know whether they found out she's been sleeping with her brother or not. I'm not too sure about that yet, but basically we know that she's definitely been in prison for sleeping with her nephew, which isn't right in their eyes. So obviously he's not good, he's not bad, he's basically looking for justice, and no one is above the law. So she's obviously been in prison because of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes, because it's the first time she hasn't got any power. She's stuck in a cell, there's nothing she can do, and I'm looking forward to see how the trial goes. And will she die? I don't know, but I'm still looking. I kind of like seeing Cersei backed into a corner and not knowing what to do, because I hate her as a character. So yeah, that's what I thought of episode 7 of season 5 of Game of Thrones. Again, still building up, still just not enough. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm really hoping that the last 3 episodes are really going to kick into the action, because that's the one main thing we've been lacking a lot of this season, is action and just fights, blood, death, just the classic medieval feel. We've been lacking that so far, and I'm hoping the last 3 episodes will really make up for it, but still a reasonably good episode. So let me know what you thought down below in the comments, or send me an email. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Also follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Just type in Nerd Bytes anywhere on your social media and I'm pretty sure you'll find me. And of course, keep it nerdy.